Okay, I'm so sorry. Like, OMG. So, yeah, so I'm so sorry. I had to restart the video. So, because I made a mistake and I can't put, I said something I wasn't supposed to say. And yeah. So basically, this video is about, hi guys, I am Salem. How are you? This video is an informational video. It's a tips video. This is, I'm going to show you guys, give you guys some advice, give you guys some tips and tricks on how I got how I got through getting my master's degree without a full-time job. So I started off my social work degree getting my associates in human services at a CUNY school. And I was there for 2 years, and I was actually working full time at that time. But for the last 3 years, from 2021 to now, I have not worked a full time job. And I have still been able to pay what I needed to pay, do what I needed to do, and be able to provide for my children at the same time. And how I got through school, I got through the last 3 years of school without a full-time job is what we're going to talk about today. So yes, so I go to I'm getting my master's, I'm getting a MSW, master's in social work degree, and I am still with a CUNY school, so I am so blessed. Thank you for that. I have social work it's my calling. When you call to something, it's my calling. It's my personality. And it's so funny because I say I'm not really good with people, but I'm great with people. And I think it just depends on where you're at and where I am, but also I'm on the clinical track, so I will be able to I'm going to get my license in social work, and I'm going to be able to be a licensed therapist and become, go on to doing, if I want to get my DSW, my doctorate's degree, which, is my plan next after, going out into the world and, doing what I got to do and planting seeds. So how I was able to get through school. So first things first, the first year I was in my bachelor's degree program. I am trying to think. I had, financial aid. First of all, financial aid. If you are a mother, if you are an independent student, financial aid will cover you. That is the first thing. Don't guarantee, I can't, don't quote me on that. But if you're not working a full-time job, if apply for financial aid. FAFSA got you. Now, not everybody is from this. Now, if you're like me, you grew up poor, you don't have your parents' support, you have children, FAFSA, and you are just, you're going through life, you've never applied to school, you never took out, you never done anything that pertains to this, most likely FAFSA is going to cover you. I can't guarantee that, but from my experience, FAFSA is going to, if you have gone through similar experiences such as I'd have, FAFSA is going to cover you. So that's number one. Number two, my second year in my bachelor's degree, I got the opportunity, please, on your FAFSA application, apply for work study. Let me tell you, I've been applying for work study from the time that I started, from 2018 to now. And I just got my work study program last year in 2022, excuse me. That was the first time I got my work study. And let me tell you, God shows up on time, baby. I'm glad I got my work study at the time that I did, because I had just left in 2021. I had just left my abusive relationship. This was the first time I didn't have a partner to help me financially. Some people you don't. So it showed up right on time. Like, God shows up on time. Let me tell you that. He shows up on time. So that happened. So I got work study from 2022 to 2023. Now, and I got work study. I was able, first of all, work study is beautiful because you can also work with people who are in your same field. So I got a chance to work with people who are in my field. I got a chance to be mentored by people who already are doing things that I want to do. So work study was perfect. In work study was remote, especially due to me being a social worker. I have internship, I have classes, full-time classes, and I also too have kids. I have other personal things going on at home and in life in general. So work study and working from remote, that's what I've been doing. I've been working part-time, work study, and doing internship and doing classes and taking care of children. Like, I wear many different hats. It's a lot of intersectionalities. And then, so I got work study up for the whole year from 2022 to 2023. After I graduated, I took a break, I did this, and now I'm getting into my master's degree. Now, we go through seasons. We go through ups and downs, but God shows up for you, baby. God always shows up for you. So in this time, in my bachelor's degree, I applied for scholarships. I got those scholarships. If your school has personal scholarships for your bachelor's degree and for your master's degree, apply to them. I've gotten scholarships to help me. And because financial aid is paying for my tuition, those scholarships I get to keep. I get to use them for books. I get to use them to pay throughout the semester, whatever I need to pay for. So apply to scholarships. Please do not be discouraged. Apply to scholarships. Just give me one moment. I'm coming right back. Okay, sorry about that. It was like 2 minutes. You can skip through this. Skip through this part. So I applied to scholarships. Apply to scholarships. You can apply to scholarships outside. Scholarships.org has scholarships. And your school, which depending on your school, they should have scholarships within your program and for your programs. Usually every school has it. So School of Nursing will have scholarships, School of Social Work, School of Psychology, School of Sociology. They'll all have individual, School of Biology, medical, whatever. They'll all have individual scholarships. You apply for them. Let me tell you something. They have scholarships for African American, Latina X. They got scholarships for if you are studying a certain, studying for a certain, group. So we have gerontology, child welfare. We have, even scholarships like research scholarships and that you can get. We have so many different scholarships out there, you can apply for. I am telling you, if you do the work, it will show up. So I applied for scholarships. I applied for scholarship in my bachelor's degree. I think I got 2 scholarships in my bachelor's degree, and I've gotten 1 scholarship in my master's degree. So I applied for scholarships, and like I said, if you get FAFSA, you then they pay for you. There, if you get a listen, if you get that zero EFC, or now they call it student aid contribution or whatever. If you see a zero, baby, you don't have to worry. FAFSA is going to cover you. Still apply for those scholarships, because when you get them, that money helps you throughout. It pays for your books. It pays for whatever you gotta pay for throughout your school career. All right. So I got scholarships. It helped me with my children. It helped me a lot, pay for things for my children. Especially, I'm not working full time. I don't even have time to work really, because I have internship, because I have full-time classes. I want to graduate on time. So, and I want to graduate, you want to get ready, because you want to start working and making the real money. So I did that. Now in my master's program, I applied to scholarships. Also too, I got a chance. I didn't get it. So in my first semester, I was at my low. Listen, I don't know how I made it through my first semester as a master's student, especially because I had, it was just transitions and it was just a lot. I was going through a lot of season. I was smoking weed, and it brought me down, and it was just a lot on me. And at this point, I had me and God was there, but we wasn't there. We wasn't all the way there like I am now. And I was just going through a lot. I was depressed. Depression was really, really there. And I'm just thankful that God got me through. I don't even know. I can't even explain how God got me through, but he got me through it. Well, I can explain, but that's for a different video. So in this season, and like I said, God shows up right on time. So I got work study for my second semester, which was wonderful. It paid off. It helped me. It helped my kids. It helped me pay for things. It helped me pay for things that I needed for school. It helped. So those are some stuff that I did personally. Their scholarships, please apply. FAFSA, definitely. If you have to take out a loan, and the money still comes back. You can take out the amount that you exactly need, but it's okay too if you need a little bit more to take out that loan. And yes, you're gonna have to pay back, but like I said, I go to a CUNY school. My tuition is not as much as a private. I'm not paying a Columbia price. I'm not paying $70,000 per semester to get my degree. So I'm paying way more than half that, and I'm able to still, and I took out a loan for my master's degree. I didn't get a full ride scholarship. I got some money, but I didn't get a full ride. But I took out a loan that I can pay back within a year. I can pay back within a year, depending on what type of job I work. I can pay back in 2-3 years. And also too, there is in my field, they have debt relief. So I'm able to apply to debt relief and get my scholarship, get my loan paid off for me. So that too is very much important. And what you choose, and you have to go into and I'm going into a field, this is public service. So when you're in public service, you have a lot of things that can get paid off. The school, CUNY, does also too have, I don't know if every school is like this, but where I am, they have a certain scholarship where they pick a certain amount of students and you'll get a full ride scholarship. There's a lot of my peers have full ride scholarships because they applied to the scholarship. I applied to the scholarship, but I applied too late in my program, in my bachelor's program, so I wasn't able to get it. But God gives you what you need, and He gives somebody else needed that. I didn't need that because God already has my way set up. He already know that this is what's, he already knows that this job, you're going to be able to pay off your scholarship, or you're going to get the debt relief. It all depends. You know what I'm saying? Like, it all depends. By the time I put out this video, I'm going to probably be done with all of this. So, because I'm just like a private person, and I keep this type of information private until my life is secure, and until I have security within my life and my projects. And I recommend that you do the same. I always recommend that you stay private. Keep your things private, because you want to make sure that you're set up first. Then you can go out and tell everyone else. And I know that sounds like a little selfish, but it's also selfless, because you have to look out for yourself first, you know. But I am going to let people know that this is what you should be doing. It's just like talking about God. Like, listen, and I know whoever's, you know, it's just like talking about God. Like, I'm gonna find him first, and then I'm gonna go and tell everybody about him, because he shows up. Like, he's good, he's great. So that as well, I am trying to think. Yes, apply to scholarships. Let me tell you, I am an educator. I love education. School is a part of me. It has always been my safe space, my safe place. Listen, in my bachelor's degree, I was here from 9 a.m. in the morning till 9 o'clock at night doing work, just because I at home was not where I wanted to be. And I didn't want to be sitting, I was depressed. I didn't want to be sitting in a room thinking about all the sadness, when I could be at school remembering that I have so much more when I'm going for. This was my safe space. This is always going to be my safe space. So if you are like me and you like getting I love to learn. I love the atmosphere of I love education. I pray that my kids follow in my footsteps of their education. Like, listen, I already got universities in my head for my children. So, and it's like, honey, if you don't go, are you going? Because I'm a be, listen, we gonna go together. So I'm not playing, like, you know, but definitely apply to scholarships. I'm always pushing people to do their education. People will tell me that they want to do this. And I'll tell them, like, this is what you could do. This is what you could do. But it's all about you really taking that leap of faith, and you really going out there and doing it, and knowing that you're going to be secure. And you got to know that God is going to show up for you. God was in it in the beginning. God was in it in 2018 when I started just getting my associate's degree. I am now getting my master's degree. And a lot of people, degrees don't mean anything. But for me, I use blood, sweat, and tears. And when I say tears, I mean tears. I was depressed and all of that. I was going through an abusive relationship. I was finding myself. I was broken. I was damaged. I was elevating. I was growing. I had joy. I experienced every emotion. I experienced grief. I experienced loss in these years, and these last 5 to 6 years that I've been in the program. And literally, like, I have the growth in me. I am not the woman that I was in 2018 when I first started. I have met professors who've seen me. They like, even now, if I go back to my old school, I know it's one professor that he will see the growth in me and how far I've come. Even it was a girl in my class, in my associate's class. She came here she was in the bachelor's program ahead of me, because I had took a semester off. I would have been in her program, but I had took a semester off. And I was like, what? We had just started together, and I was right behind her. She graduated from Columbia last year. And it's like, whoa, like, the whole time. And we was on the same path, but just different, like, different timelines. And it was just wonderful, and it's just like a beautiful thing. And I encourage everyone to go back to school. I encourage a lot of people to go to school. And I know school is not for everybody, but let me tell you, baby, When I say that this is an opening to what you can do, I might not even use my degree. Honestly, I might not even use my license. I don't even know what's gonna happen. But the skills that I've learned about myself, what I've learned about people, I'm gonna use in the world. I know about the human development, and literally what I'm doing now is going to lead into what I do in the future, because I've planted this seed, because this seed has bloomed, because this has gone into a different, it's just maybe going to take me into a different bracket, maybe going to take me into a different career, but it still is the foundation of how far I've come and where I'm about to go. So, I encourage everybody. I know how to deal with certain things because of what I'm studying, because of social work. So I encourage you, even though you might be doing pre-med, right? And you might not want to work in a hospital. You could start your own practice. You could do so much. You could be doing it. I can be a travel social worker. I can go to different countries, different places. I can go to the Peace Corps. I can do a lot of different things, and I can work for United Nations. I have a huge, it's so broad, and I'm not on a one thing. It's not just about, and when I tell people I'm becoming a social worker, they think that, and not to knock anybody, but they think that, you're going to take people's kids away. And it's not that at all, actually. It's actually healing families. It's actually putting families back together. It's actually making sure that child that is in foster care gets the proper education, that they get the proper needs met, that they get their needs met, that they get into a family that is going to love them. It's actually about it's actually about doing therapy and letting these people know that you don't have to stay stuck in what you're doing, but people always think and you're not going to make any money. No, honey, actually, it's a lot of money to be made in this career. I've seen it. And yeah, you got to do multiple things, but if you love what you do, then why is it a problem? And if you love what you do, that if you're only in it for the money, then you don't really love what you do. Because what if you never receive the money? Because money doesn't matter. It's what about what you're doing in the world. And I don't know, I just thank God. I've come a long way. I'm so grateful for this. And I've been saying this if I never use this degree, this program has changed my life. This program has changed my life. Social work has changed my life. And I will continue to advocate for social workers. I will continue to, hopefully, when I'm, running for president and when I'm running for Congress and I'm doing that, I pray I will remember the social workers, because that's who I want to come and work for me. The same students that I'm around right now, the same people that have different, who has the same ideas as me and who wants to change actual communities that are Black and brown and wants to elevate the Black and brown community, that is who I am. That's who I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for women who look like me. I'm rooting for women who look like me. I'm rooting for Black women, brown women. I'm rooting for women in general, but I'm rooting for women who look like me, women who's come from nothing, women who had to literally come out the mud just to get through, women who has been depressed, women who has lost children, women who has gotten abortions, women who has overcome so much and who has resilience. That's who I'm looking for to be on my team, because I know deep down inside you understand what's going on, and let's change this world together. That is what I'm here for. And that is also too what I can do. I can go into politics. Listen, I already know. Listen, when I run for president, y'all vote for me, baby. I'm telling you, vote for Ciara for president. I am telling you, because when you see the face, remember that it's going to. Because I'm telling you, and when you're like me, when you have the skills to just be able to, you learn so much, and you want to include the people in your community in it. That's who it's really for, because you want to show. One thing for me is I love the adults and I love but the kids is for me. I'm the kid. Listen, bring the kids to me, baby, because I'm telling you, I'm gonna set you up right. Like, I'm gonna set you up right. Like, it's so much things like that you can do. I don't want, because I'm so tired of people saying like, oh, this is what you, no, honey, you don't even know what's this. I could do anything with this degree. I could do anything with this career. I could do anything literally with it. So people always think like, and you need to, and today, if you are doing your education, I encourage you to get your master's degree. You need your master's degree. It's you need it. Everyone is in social work for a reason, and it's because of what's happening in the world. And what I'm about to do is definitely, it's gonna expand what social work is, and it's gonna expand to what life is about to, because the world is changing. And I know a lot of people can't see it, but even I'm doing an environmental class. I can work with the environment. I can help out farms. I can get into all of that. And I love that. I can get money from funders. I can start a foundation or organize. I can do it all. And I love that. And, yeah, so that's what I wanted to say, but please, that is how I got through school, and the money is there. You just have to go find it, apply for it, let people know that you're looking for money to get through school. Apply for scholarships. Yeah, I used to think, when I was first going into my first year of college after high school, I honestly, I wouldn't recommend, because I had to get lost. I had to get lost to find myself, to find now what I really wanted. You have to get lost, and it's okay to get lost. Like, I am literally saying, it's okay to get lost. It's okay to be lost, because that's how you find out what you really want. That's how you really, really know what you want. So get lost. If you don't want to go to college the first year, go and experience life. Go get your feelings hurt. Go break up with somebody. Do it. Because I'm telling you, you're going to find who you really are. Go leave that friend. Go find a friend. Just go and do it. And I'm really thinking about the Beyonce song, because what is she saying? Break my soul. Or she says it in a song, and she says, break up with that person. Love that person. Do this, do that, do it. Because that's how you experience real life. That is how you experience the realness of life. Because you have to do something to experience life. You can't just sit around and not do anything. Because if you're not doing anything, how are you going to have you won't ever experience. And a lot of people, I'm not trying to be racist or anything or say anything, but Caucasian people, they don't have culture. They take our culture, because they don't have anything. They don't have culture. And I'm sorry to say it, but it's real. They don't have culture. They don't have life experience like Black and brown people. And it's a lot of them in here that want to work in our communities, but they won't ever get it, because they never experienced it. And two, unless you're a poor white and you have experience poverty, then you can understand it, because you know how it is to just be in poverty. But even then, you still have, even that poor white person still has more privilege than a Black poor person, a Black and brown poor person. So that's my take. I will see you guys in the next one, and I hope you have a great one. Bye.